Today in the month of July 2024. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunny Saturday. It is a sunny Saturday. We thank God for that. It's not a wet one. It is sunny. And also, I want to say it's a weekend, so happy weekend to you. I hope you're good and hope you're fine. Well, this morning we will be getting updates from control room and traffic managers who are at their duty post. We will be helping you navigate effectively within the metropolis. So it's on this ones that I welcome you to the Saturday edition of the Road Watch on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. My name is Rereloluwa Seun Abiodun, and I have control room already on ground. Hello, control.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
This is Charlotte.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah, I have a flash update for the motorists.
Okay.
There is a report of an accident, multiple accidents.
Okay. Where?
At Palm Grove
What
on the
happened?
Ikorodu Road. Palm
Palm
Grove
Grove
in
what?
Port Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah. Motorists are not being diverted because it's occupying the whole area. It's
Mm-hmm.
occupying 100% of the road at Palm Grove.
Okay.
Motorists are now being diverted to the BRT and the service lane.
Okay.
They will enter the BRT lane from Aladiye.
They enter the BRT lane from
From Aladiye.
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 Okay,
So if
Aladiye.
you join the BRT lane, if you're on the main carriage, but people on the service lane should maintain the movement on the service lane because the main carriageway is being occupied by the vehicles.
Okay.
So when they enter from Aladiye, they have to join back the main carriageway at Mobile at Anthony Bus Stop.
Okay.
Yeah, and they continue their journey from there.
Okay.
I'll get back to you once they are cleared off the road.
All right. No problem. I'll be on standby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, 10 more minutes to go before noon. I remember at noon, of course, the news will be up. But before then, let's quickly bring you up to speed with the report we got from control room. All right, we got an update from control room stating that there is an accident, a multiple accident that took place on Ikorodu Road. Currently, there is a multiple accident that took place at Ikorodu Road, on Ikorodu Road rather, precisely at Palm Grove in Port Anthony. Now, those vehicles involved in that accident are currently occupying about 100% of the road on the main carriageway at Palm Grove in Port Anthony on Ikorodu Road. But then we learned from control room that traffic has been diverted to the BRT and the service lane. All right, so as we speak, traffic has been diverted to the BRT corridor and the service lane. So for those who would be using the BRT corridor, you would be joining the BRT corridor at Aladiye environs. Okay, that's a location. So for those who will be diverted to the BRT corridor, you would link up with Aladiye on the BRT corridor, and from Aladiye, of course, you would connect back to the main carriageway at Mobile, which is within Anthony bus stop. Please be aware that traffic managers are on ground doing the needful, which is controlling traffic, okay, and ensuring that, of course, traffic goes seamless. So please, if you're already experiencing a delay, be patient as traffic managers play their part. Away from there now, remember, for those around Unicon, earlier we got an update from our Motorbike Life reporter, which is Raphael. And according to Raphael, earlier it said that there was a fallen container loading truck at Unicon with CMS. Well, it's imperative to know still that that earlier reported falling container loading truck at Oniko Inward CMS has been evacuated a long time ago. And as we speak, Oniko Inward CMS is much, much better to ply on the inbound and outbound journey. So if you want to make use of CMS from Unicom, please go right ahead. You have nothing delaying or stopping you. Of course, your speed could if you're not patient enough or careful enough. So please drive carefully and stay out of trouble. Let's also not forget, about the earlier reported impediment of a broken down container loading truck that Rafa also spoke about. All right, this one is at Eco Bridge in North Costain. So earlier there was a broken down loaded container loading truck at Eco Bridge in North Costain, which was occupying about 60% of the road. Due to that experience earlier, heavy duty trucks couldn't have access to that route because, of course, like I said, the broken down loaded container loading truck was occupying about 60%. But then Raphael called in to inform us of the fact that, of course, that broken down loaded container loading truck had been evacuated successfully. And, of course, traffic is now better. Okay, and of course, Eco Bridge in Wits Costain is now accessible. Earlier, Costain roundabout was cordoned off because of that impediment. But as we speak, Costain roundabout is now open to vehicular movement, and Eco Bridge in Wits Costain is also good to go. So if you are coming from Eco Bridge to link up with Costain, you have nothing stopping you, as the length and breadth of Eco Bridge in Wits Costain is absolutely good for now. That's on the inbound and outbound journey. Eco Bridge is also open to vehicular movement, so you have nothing to worry about. And of course, CMS and Ina Marina is also a very, very good movement. For those who would be applying on Jota Corridor, you have nothing as well stopping you. That location is beautiful to apply. But then remember, like I always say, please drive carefully, stay safe, and be conscious of your environment. Again, back to the accident scene. Or accident reports rather, which was given to us by control room. Please do not forget that an accident just occurred, a multiple accident just occurred at Palm Grove inwards Anthony on a corridor road. And these vehicles involved in an accident are currently occupying about 100% of the road, thereby making it very, very difficult for motorists to connect through the main carriageway from Palm Grove inwards Anthony. Well, the good news is traffic has been diverted already to the BRT corridor from Aladiye, and of course from Aladiye on the BRT corridor you would you will reconnect back to the main carriageway at Mobile, which is at Anthony bus stop. Again, please do not forget that the vehicles that got involved in an accident at Palm Grove inwards Anthony on the main carriageway is currently impeding the flow of traffic. And as an alternative route, traffic managers have been able to divert vehicular movement into the BRT corridor and the service lane. So if you are being diverted now, you would of course be diverted to the BRT corridor at Aladiye, and from Aladiye on the BRT corridor you would reconnect back to the main carriageway at Mobile, which is at Anthony bus stop on the corridor road. So please take cognizance of this and plan your movement effectively. All right. Also, do not forget, just in case you experience an emergency out there, or there is an emergency situation within your environs. Do well to link up with the emergency team on 767 or 112 and 122 within the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Again, please, for any form of emergencies, link up with the emergency team using the number 767 or 112 and 122 within the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And of course, if you want to share your travel experience with me, please do well to use the number 0809-912-0777, 0809-912-0777, or 0915-387-7127. The song you heard earlier was titled Your Fam by Two Tap. Yes, Your Fam is the title of the song, and it's being done by Two Tap. Two Tap is the name of the artist, featuring Potable. All right, Potable, of course, and Two Tap on that one, titled Your Fam. More music, beautiful music, of course, would be played for your listening pleasure. Just like the one we have right about now, which is titled Honey Brown Sugar by Record. All right. Again, please remember, stay safe out there. Be conscious of your environment. And please, if you see something, say something by using the number 767 or 112 and 122 within the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. I'll leave you in the hands of Record, which is, of course, the name of the artist. And the title of this one, of this beautiful song, is Honey Brown Sugar.
Versus 25 billion naira grants, loans to SMEs, independent corrupt practices, and other related offences. Commission urges National Assembly to pass Whistleblower Protection Bill. And Florentine United States President renews commitment to Michigan voters despite growing calls to quit electoral race. And in sports, Serbian tennis player Novak Djokovic to face Spanish's Carlos Alcaraz in final of Wimbledon 2024 Championship. And now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has disbursed about 25 billion naira in grants and loans to small and medium enterprises SMEs through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund (LSCTF) to enhance productivity and economic growth in the state. Gabna Sanwo-Olu made this known at a forum with the theme Gabnas in Conversation, Innovative Governance Steering States Through Economic Turbulence in Lagos. The Gabna, who was represented by the Deputy Governor Bafemi Hamzat, revealed that the grants and loans have helped to empower entrepreneurs to flourish in doing their businesses and stimulate the economy. According to Governor Sanwo-Olu, the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund over the past 6 years has given out close to 25 billion naira in terms of grants and assisting people with loans. In this case, single-digit loans were offered to them to sustain and train them on how to manage their businesses. Sanwo-Olu also informed that his administration is creating the largest food hub in Imota, which will allow the state to aggregate what comes into Lagos and also aid proper food storage and food security. Chairman of the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Task Force, Adetayo Akerele, has promised to ensure effective collaboration between his office and operatives of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency, LNSA. Akerele made this known during his recent visit to the LNSA headquarters at Bolade, Oshodi, noting that he wants the task force to work with the agency as a team towards improving security and enhancing service delivery in Lagos. He described the task force as the backbone of the Lagos State security architecture that provides armed support to the unarmed law enforcement agencies operating across the state. Akerele applauded the Lagos State government for ensuring that all the security agencies are located in a multi-agency complex at Bolade Oshodi for an effective synergy. In his response, the General Manager of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Agency, Falade Oyeko, said there is a need for the two agencies to work together to ensure improved security in Lagos State, given their common goals and objectives. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, has ordered the enforcement of the digitalized Central Motor Registry beginning from July 29, 2024. Egbetoku said it is to modernize and digitize the motor vehicle registration system, bolstering the nation's safety and security framework. He said the transition is a digitalized system will streamline the documentation and verification processes for vehicle ownership and related transactions. Egbetoku also said the ECMR system will make services like change of ownership, license number, engine, and chassis body seamless, ensuring vehicle genuineness, aiding in tracking and recovery of stolen vehicles, and preventing the sale of stolen vehicles to innocent buyers. The electronic CMR is an advanced real-time repository of motor vehicle data designed to support police investigations and operational activities and combat vehicle-related crimes, including terrorism, banditry, kidnapping, and armed robbery. The federal government has commenced the training of eye health professionals nationwide in its glaucoma guideline and toolkit. Speaking at the launch of the training, National Coordinator of the National Eye Health Program at the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, Okolo Oteri, and guideline was developed for the programmatic and clinical management of glaucoma. Oteri noted that glaucoma was not one of the priority diseases for the Vision 2020 initiative in lower and middle income countries due to the high prevalence of other avoidable blinding diseases like cataract, trachoma, and childhood blindness, including vitamin A deficiency. Glaucoma is an eye disorder that causes visual impairment as a result of its effect on the optical nerves that take pictures from the eye to the brain due to what is known as intraocular pressure. And now to the rest of the stories. The chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, Musa Ali, has called on the National Assembly to pass the Whistleblower Protection Bill to bolster the fight against corruption in the country. In 2022, the federal government approved the new whistleblower draft bill, expressing concern that the existing whistleblowing policy initiated on December 21, 2016 was losing effectiveness. ICPC spokesperson Demola Bakari said Aliyu called for a law that will protect whistleblowers and embolden them to give information needed to combat corruption in the country. Bakari highlighted the pivotal role of whistleblowers in anti-corruption efforts and the necessity of proper frameworks to ensure their protection, saying the Commission needs a robust act of the National Assembly to protect those risking their lives to disclose issues about corruption in the country. And according to the statement, the ICPC boss also emphasized the importance of synergy among various anti-corruption agencies to build public confidence in reporting corruption. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, has sold about $122.67 million of 46 authorized dealers in its determination to promote stability and reduce market volatility in the foreign exchange market. In a statement signed by the bank's director in charge of financial markets, Omolara Duke, the total sale, $67,500,000, was sold to 27 dealers, while the sum of $2.5 million was bought from one authorized dealer on July 10, 2024. Duke urged all authorized dealers to ensure that foreign exchange purchases from the CBN are used exclusively for trade-backed transactions, which should be reported within 72 hours. And while reiterating that the CBN supplies foreign exchange to the foreign exchange market to improve liquidity through forex spot sales to authorized dealers using two-way codes, it assured that the bank will continue to ensure stability in the forex market. And in some foreign news, United States President Joe Biden has renewed his commitment to see the struggling re-election campaign through, telling voters in the key battleground state of Michigan that he is the better choice despite growing calls for him to quit the race. The 81-year-old Biden continues to face challenges over his mental sharpness and calls to step down after a disastrous, debatable performance against former President Donald Trump on June 27. During the tour of Michigan, Biden stuck with his rhetoric that a second Trump presidency would pose a threat to the country. Biden also said he intends to codify abortion rights, sign the John Lewis Voting Rights Act, raise the minimum wage, and move towards a ban on assault weapons during the first 100 days of his second term, something that would require Democratic majorities in both houses of Congress. And then in sports news, Serbian professional tennis player Novak Djokovic has swept past Italians Lorenzo Musetti to book a second successive Wimbledon final against defending champions Carlos Alcaraz and move one win away from a record-setting 25th Grand Slam title. Just 5 weeks after undergoing knee surgery, seven-time Wimbledon champion Djokovic reacted and reached his 10th final at the All England club with a 3-0 win over the Italian 25th seed. A break in the opening game of the third set launched Djokovic on his way to victory against the demoralized Musetti, who saved 3 match points before he completed his progress to yet another Wimbledon final. Also, Alcaraz defeated Daniil Medvedev with a 3-1 win to reach a 4th Grand Slam title. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, ensure you make use of your seatbelt while driving. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. You can visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 450,000 pupils with e-learning devices? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has disbursed about 25 billion naira in grants and loans to small and medium enterprises, SMEs, through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund, LSCTF, to enhance productivity and economic growth in the state. The chairman of the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, Musa Ali, has called on the National Assembly to pass the Whistleblower Protection Policy Bill to bolster the fight against corruption in the country. We also told you that United States President Joe Biden has renewed his commitment to see his struggling re-election campaign through, telling voters in the key battleground state of Michigan that he is the better choice despite growing calls for him to quit the race. And then in sports, Serbian professional tennis player Novak Djokovic has swept past Italian's Lorenzo Musetti to book a second successive Wimbledon final against defending champions Carlos Alcaraz and move one win away from a record-setting 25th Grand Slam title. And for contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. It was compiled by Zainab Adebeshi. Lagos, thank you for listening. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.
because they had to fight to get to this final. So both teams are at not what's at stake. They are really at a loggerhead. They will be at a loggerhead, let me put it that way. On Sunday, tomorrow, the 8 p.m. is the kickoff time between these two teams in the final of the European Nations Cup, Euros 2024, Germany. Now, the journey to the Euros 2024 final, it's a bit of a dramatic one, because if you look at Spain's Euros journey, I mean, you want to look at 9 minutes, 119th goal winner in an extra time, just before the referee blew for the final whistle, and of course 2 penalty shootouts. And you want to talk about England's just a few minutes to referees blowing for 19 minutes stoppage time, which they equalized. Spain's equalized to France early leads, courtesy 2-1. The goal that made the goal, they made this the game. So fact that as much as Spain team are a balanced team going to the final, going into this one, and speaking of the final and what no, and I can also say that speaking of being passion for that one. So on this note, I say welcome to the show Sports Trip on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1. And for you on the show, of course, so much to talk about, because stories are starting to come in football, in world of football. Of course, if you want to talk about Formula One, there is a little bit of a story coming in from the Formula One final, which of course you have Colombia and Argentina in the final. So can Argentina win again, or is it going to be Luis Di winners at the end of the final in America, in the USA? That's the United States of America. All right. There is also preparations for the French, that's the Paris Olympic 2024. I wanted to say France Olympic. It's Paris. Into round up, because I know that for track and field, a lot of 100 meters who gets to qualify and represent the country at the end of their trials for the Olympics in France, in Paris. And of course, for football, I also know that come up to the big events, talking about the Olympics, the all events competition. On Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, it is important that I talk about 120-777 0809 9120 777.